Sylvia Brown predicted 2026 will be the luckiest year for these zodiac signs. There are prophecies that disappear in the whirlpool of time, and there are those that cut through the centuries like lightning in the night. Sylvia Brown left one such prophecy about the year when luck will cease to be a coincidence and become the law for the chosen ones. 2026 is not just another year on the calendar. It is a moment when fate will test everyone but reward only a few. And among those few are those whose zodiac sign is inscribed in the very formula for happiness. This year will be the point where premonitions, risks, and unexpected chances converge. What seemed unattainable for decades will seem like a reality that is coming to hand, and while some will struggle with doubts, others will get everything they were afraid to even dream of. Who are they, these signs that Sylvia Brown predicted unprecedented luck for? Who will become the main beneficiary of the opportunities of 2026, and whose life will flourish where others cannot withstand the storm? Stay with us until the end of this video to find out if your sign is among them. Subscribe now so you don't miss your prediction, because it may be your sign from above. Aries. Aries can expect a year that will turn their ideas about the limits of what is possible upside down. 2026 will be a time when everything that seemed unattainable will suddenly be within reach of a single decision. Sylvia Brown noted in her manuscripts that it is people born under this sign who will discover a source of inner fire that will lead to material, career, and spiritual success. This year will bring them a transformation. They will not just move forward, they will break through the barriers that have held them back for years. Aries will feel how the world suddenly begins to listen to their voice. People who once did not take their ambitions seriously will themselves begin to offer help and resources. Their confidence in their own worth will grow, and this will be the key to prosperity. In the professional sphere, it is a time for strategic breakthroughs. Aries will have the opportunity to lead large-scale projects or start their own business. Everything they start during this period has the potential to become a long-term source of income. The financial flow that will open up for Aries will be the result of consistency, not chance. In 2026, they will finally combine their vision with real opportunities. Lucrative contracts, investment opportunities, and acquaintances will appear, opening the door to a new level of life. For those working in the creative, entrepreneurial, or technological fields, the year will be explosive. Inspiration will come from the smallest details, and ideas will bring concrete profits. Aries will feel calm about what once caused tension. Where there was once struggle, there will now be clarity. They will understand that victory does not always require conflict. Sometimes it is enough to maintain inner balance and not rush. This new maturity will allow them to form alliances that previously seemed impossible. In finances, there will be increased stability, and in relationships, there will be confidence and loyalty. Even those who have long avoided serious decisions will finally take a step that will change everything. The special energy of the year will make Aries a magnet for opportunities. Their words will have the power of persuasion, and their actions will have a domino effect. One action can change a career, one contact can lead to a powerful partnership. At this time, there is no room for procrastination. Every meeting, every phone call, even a chance encounter, has the potential to turn into something big. Sylvia Brown noted, "In a year when their hearts burn brighter than the sun, Aries will receive more than they can imagine." On a personal level, 2026 will be a test of sincerity of intentions. Aries who learn to listen not only to themselves but also to others will receive double rewards, both emotionally and materially. Their hearts will find the peace they have been lacking. Many of this sign will find a true partner with whom they will share not only passion, but also a sense of support. Those who are already in a relationship will be able to restore harmony through joint achievements or travel. In the second half of the year, doors to new spheres of influence will open. Aries will feel that the time has come for big steps. Some will receive job offers abroad, others will achieve public recognition. The main thing is not to refuse new formats. If there is a chance to speak in front of an audience, present your ideas, or showcase a product, you need to act. This is a period when the universe is literally pushing them into the spotlight. The money that comes this year will be the result of specific decisions. Don't wait for gifts from fate. Everything is built on initiative. Aries who start acting in the first months will get results that exceed expectations. Smart investments, real estate purchases, or the development of their own brand will bring not only profit, but also a sense of inner triumph. The year will also bring unexpected discoveries in the areas of health and energy. Aries bodies will become more sensitive to signals, so they will recover their strength more quickly. Changes in lifestyle, diet, physical activity, giving up stressful habits will bring immediate results. They will start to look younger, and their confidence will be evident in their every move. Aries will be recognizable among others. They will glow with the energy of achievement. When others are just starting out, Aries will already be at the top, because their movement will be fueled by an inner calling that knows no doubt. They will not need to prove anything to the world. The very fact of their results will be proof enough. However, this year requires wisdom. Sylvia Brown emphasized, "When the fire grows, it is important to direct it, not let it burn what you love." Excess energy can create the risk of overwork or overconfidence. Therefore, it is important to find a balance, to work with inspiration, but leave room for rest. Recovery will be the key to long-term productivity. The middle of the year may bring unexpected challenges, not in the form of losses, but in the form of choices. Some Aries will find themselves between two attractive options, stability and the chance to take a leap. The choice will not be easy, but intuition will guide you to the right decision. If your heart is tight with fear, but at the same time you feel excitement, this is the path that leads to growth. In the fall, the energy of the year will focus on results. Aries will see their ideas bear concrete fruit. Contracts will be signed, businesses will expand, and finances will grow. They will learn to be grateful not only for their profits, but also for the wisdom they have gained through previous failures. Past mistakes will become the basis for confidence. In their environment, there will be renewal. Those who do not support their pace or envy their success will leave their lives. Instead, allies will come, ready to create joint ventures. This exchange of energies will change everything. Instead of fighting for a place under the sun, Aries will begin to create their own light, to which others will be drawn. The end of the year will be a symbol of growth, not rapid and chaotic, but deep and conscious. Aries will feel that every previous stage had meaning. Even moments of disappointment were necessary for this explosive renewal. In December, they will be able to look back and see that the path that once seemed difficult has become a stairway to confident prosperity. 2026 will be a year of maturity, strength, and reward for Aries. They will learn to control their destiny like a captain controls the sails. While others are still searching for meaning, Aries will already be taking action, and that is what will make them the symbol of success among all the signs of the zodiac. Taurus. For Taurus, 2026 will be a year when the ground beneath their feet will begin to vibrate with the power of their decisions. From the first days of January, they will feel their inner world being rebuilt, as if a long sleep has finally ended. Sylvia Brown predicted that this sign would awaken from its usual rhythm of life, step outside its comfort zone, and begin to live in a mode of great transformation. What will seem like a miracle to others will be a logical result for Taurus, the result of hard work, faith, and the ability to see perspective where others see a wall. In January, the first signs of financial renewal will appear. A new job, an unexpected offer, or a long-awaited payment may come. The main thing is not to refuse, even if the changes are scary. It is during this period that fate will test Taurus's readiness to accept more than they ask for. February and March will bring a wave of recognition. People will talk about this representative of the sign. Their ideas will be quoted, and their style will be copied. It is then that they will feel that the moment has come when the universe gives them the right to control their own reality. Spring 2026 will reveal their career potential. For many Taurus, this will be a time of decisions that will not only change their professional direction, but also create a new destiny. Those who have dreamed of starting their own business will begin to take action. The first steps may be difficult, but every obstacle will hide a clue. In April, an energy window will open when even the boldest ideas will find support. This is a month of deals, contracts, launches, and discoveries. Taurus will feel that time is no longer the enemy. Now it is an ally. May will be a turning point. Money will start coming from where it was not expected. For some, it will be a win. For others, an investment reward. And for others, a sharp growth in business after a long stagnation. All financial issues will begin to be resolved with amazing ease, as if someone invisible has opened doors that have been closed for years. It is during this period that Taurus will realize that their persistence is their strongest weapon. In June, success will be put to the test. A huge flow of opportunities may create the temptation to take more than is worth it. But true success requires concentration. Sylvia Brown warned, "For Taurus, it is important this year not to gather everything, but to choose the most important things." Therefore, in the middle of the year, they should weed out the unnecessary people, things, and thoughts that hold them back. This period will be a cleansing before a second, even more powerful rise. July and August will bring a period of uplift, when dreams from the past will become reality. Some Taurus will receive the keys to a new home. Others will sign contracts that will open the way to big money. Their stability will grow day by day, but at the same time, their hearts will begin to seek something more, not just material things. There will be a desire to find meaning, depth, and spiritual renewal, and then life will present events that will force them to look at the world differently. A meeting with a person who will change their views, or a journey that will become a symbol of a new stage in life. September will reveal the creative side of Taurus. They will feel that the beauty around them begins to inspire them. Artists, musicians, and writers of this sign will create something that will bring them fame. Entrepreneurs will discover new directions that will be not only profitable, but also unique. This will be a period when work will become a pleasure and money will be a natural continuation of their actions. October will be the energetic peak of the year. At this time, Taurus will feel that they can literally shape events with the power of their thoughts. And this is not a metaphor. Everything they focus their attention on will begin to materialize. If they dream of growth, a partner will appear. If they dream of stability, they will get a deal. If they dream of love, they will meet someone special. But it is important to watch what thoughts they put out into the world, because this year, the universe will respond instantly. November will bring an unexpected breakthrough in finances. It may seem that success comes too quickly, but this is no accident. It is the result of years of hard work, discipline, and dedication. Some Taurus will receive large bonuses, inheritances, or investments they have long dreamed of. This is the moment when the universe finally repays the debt for years of patience. December will end the year with a sense of triumph, but not a superficial one, rather a deep, inner one. Taurus will understand that luck is not a gift, but the result of harmony between action and faith. They will feel that they are living in their place, doing their thing, and no longer seeking validation from others. This is a state of inner peace that gives them the confidence that even future trials are just part of a great journey. Throughout the year, something magical will happen around Taurus. People will begin to perceive them as those who bring stability, harmony, and strength. They will become a support for their loved ones, leaders in their teams, and authorities among their friends. Their word will carry more weight than ever. That is why it is important to use it wisely. Sincere advice given at the right moment can change someone else's fate. The energy of the year will allow Taurus to overcome their fear of big numbers, risks, and new horizons. Those who were previously afraid to invest will now be able to see a profit in just a few months. Those who doubted their own talent will receive proof that it is the key to financial freedom. For many, this year will be the one after which they will no longer have to start from scratch. Sylvia Brown wrote, "Taurus in 2026 is the earthly manifestation of luck. Wherever they tread, flowers of stability grow. Indeed, a space will form around them where everything works harmoniously. Fate will remove barriers that previously seemed immovable. They will be able to get everything: financial independence, love, confidence, inspiration. But most importantly, they will feel that they are finally living the life they have created for themselves." Taurus in 2026 will become an example for other signs, a calm force capable of transforming reality. And if Aries is a blazing fire, then Taurus is the earth on which the harvest is born. Its stability does not mean stagnation. On the contrary, it is the foundation on which the future is built. Its path this year is the path of a person who no longer asks, "Will it work out?" because they know that everything is already in their hands. And when the last day of the year comes, Taurus will not look back with sadness or fatigue. He will stand calmly with a sense of accomplishment, look ahead to 2027, and know that new heights await, and this time no one and nothing can stop him. Gemini for Gemini, 2026 will begin not with loud events, but with a quiet inner anticipation. In January, they will suddenly feel that their intuition has become sharper, as if someone invisible has awakened their true power. It will feel like the world is setting the stage for them, but has not yet raised the curtain. And it is this anticipation that is the first sign of a great year. Sylvia Brown noted in her prophetic writings, "When Gemini's mind unites with their heart, they become creators of a new reality." 2026 is precisely the time when logic and emotion finally merge, creating a phenomenal result. In February, movement will begin, sharp, unexpected, but inspired. Everything that stood still will suddenly come to life. People who did not answer your calls will remember you, old ideas will become relevant again, and doors that were once closed will open from a new side. This is the month when Gemini must act without waiting for permission. Luck will be on their side, but it will favor speed. Those who think too long will miss the moment. Those who believe in themselves will get everything. March will bring a wave of decisions that will change the professional landscape. During this period, unexpected offers are possible, from cooperation with influential people to a transition to a completely new field. And although it may seem risky at first, it is in these steps that the true power of the year lies. Gemini are able to see the big picture where others see chaos, and 2026 gives them the opportunity to fully express this gift. Those who dare to start their own business will get their first clients in a matter of weeks. Those who have long sought recognition will become noticeable. April will be the first big peak. The energy of this month will bring a breakthrough that will seem like a miracle, but in reality will be the result of their inner readiness. This is the time when Gemini will realize that their ideas have the power to influence. Their words will begin to change situations, their texts will attract attention, and their voices will open hearts. If they work in communications, art, science, or business, this month will be their stage. Sylvia Brown said that Gemini is a sign that is rewarded through language, and right now, this gift will manifest more brightly than ever. May is a period of amazing coincidences. People you meet by chance will bring you new opportunities. Travel will open up financial prospects, and even short trips will be fateful. This is a time when life resembles chess, but Gemini can see several moves ahead. They will feel that fate is finally on their side. Money will start coming in more steadily, and even if it seems like small change at first, they will see the results by summer. June will bring a new wave of movement. This is the month of decisions that will determine the rest of the year. At this time, you cannot stand aside. You need to speak up, write, present, and talk. Geminis.
Voice will be strong and convincing, and it is through this voice that they will win the favor of influential people. In the financial sphere, there will be growth, and in the sphere of ideas, there will be inspiration. If they have long hesitated between two directions, in June, one of them will literally begin to attract events. And you have to choose it, even if it seems risky. July will be a turning point. This is the month when the universe will test Gemini, whether they are ready not only to talk, but also to act. There may be moments of fatigue and doubt, but these will lead to a deeper understanding of themselves. In the middle of summer, someone will receive an important offer, someone will have a financial breakthrough, and someone will have a chance for international cooperation. This is a time when life will require concentration, but those who manage to stay focused will get more than they expected. August will be like an explosion of light. Everything Gemini touches will start to work. Money, ideas, people, everything will fall into place. September will be a month of reassessment. After the summer explosion of success, there will be a need for quiet. This is not stagnation. It is a moment of recovery. Gemini should use it to consolidate what they have achieved. Analysis, systematization, and planning are the three words that will bring stability. If they ignore this stage, their energy will dissipate. But if they focus, they will gain a foundation that will ensure financial security for years to come. October will open a new cycle. Partnership. This could be a union at work or in their personal life that will change everything. The person who enters their circle will bring not just support, but the key to a new level. This is the month when Gemini will feel that they are no longer alone in their journey. They will find like-minded people, a team, or love that will inspire them to great deeds. And it is this union that will be the main driving force of the last months of the year. November will test your patience. Fate will create several situations where you will have to choose between quick results and strategic benefits. And here the main thing is not to rush. Those who persevere will receive twice the reward. During this period, financial ups and downs are possible, but so are temptations. It is important to keep a clear head. Any deal made impatiently could result in a loss. December will end the year on a high note. Gemini will be at the center of events. They will be invited, listened to, and taken into account. This is a month when their every step brings results. Their finances are stable, their health is strong,
and their circle of contacts is expanding. They will enter the new year with the feeling that they now truly know what they want and how to achieve it. But the main discovery of the year is not money, status, or fame. It is the realization that Gemini are the architects of their own destiny. All the us. Events of 2026 push them towards this understanding. They no longer live by other people's rules, they create their own. And that is why, as Sylvia Brown predicted, this year will be the happiest for them, the year when they stop looking for balance and finally become the balance themselves. Gemini in 2026 are the air that moves events. They don't just go with the flow, they themselves create the winds that change the direction of history. Their words can heal, their ideas can inspire, and their decisions can change lives. This year, their strength lies in their flexibility, in their ability to turn any situation into an opportunity. And when the year comes to an end, they will smile because they will understand that everything that seemed accidental was carefully planned by fate to bring them exactly where they need to be, at the heart of success. Cancer. The year 2026 will burst into the lives of Cancers like a breath of the deep ocean, invisible but all-powerful. Nothing will happen suddenly, but from the very first days of January, they will feel that something is shifting in the air. Their inner intuition, their most powerful weapon, will speak louder. Sylvia Brown said, "When Cancer begins to trust their feelings, they are capable of moving even fate. And this year, they will do what previously seemed unattainable. They will make the universe work for them." In January, many Cancers will feel a slight excitement, as if they are on the verge of a new life. But this is not fear, but a premonition of great change. People they once lost will appear on the horizon, and at the same time, fate will bring new contacts that will later become key. This is a time of symbolic renewal, a change in social circles, views, and habits. Even small decisions, changing jobs, style, routine, will have a karmic effect. Those who are not afraid of the new will feel that life is beginning to even out. February will be like a flash. This month, Cancers will start looking for opportunities. Employers, clients, partners, everyone will want them around. They will radiate a calm strength that cannot be faked. This is a month when you need to be bold and speak up, assert yourself, and stand up for your goals. Even the most modest Cancerian will be able to surprise those around them with the scale of their decisions during this period. It is important not to be afraid of financial risks. Deals signed in February will bring generous dividends as early as summer. March will be a time of trials. Success will require concentration. Doubts may arise. Is the direction chosen correctly? Is everything happening too fast? But this is not a crisis, but a cleansing. The universe will seem to remove old illusions so that Cancer can see its true goal. And then, amid this inner storm, the first big reward will appear on the horizon. For some, it will be a bonus, for others a promotion, and for others an idea that will become a source of future profit. April will bring bright events. This month can be called the month of mirrors. Everything they have invested in others before, care, help, support, will now return 100-fold. People will begin to show their gratitude. Those who once doubted Cancer will now turn to them for advice. This is a time of moral triumph when their kindness will become currency. At the same time, this month will open the way to a financial breakthrough. If an opportunity to invest or participate in a joint project arises in April, you need to act without hesitation. May will bring a wave of inspiration. Cancer will feel ready for a new level. For some, this will mean a transition to a leadership position. For others, starting their own business, and for others, buying a home or moving. This is the month when dreams begin to materialize. The energy will be so
Powerful that even random thoughts can come true. But it is important to control your emotions, because if they give way to fear, the process will slow down. May is a time of faith, when thoughts create reality. June will be explosive. Financial flows will open up so strongly that many Cancers will not have time to count their profits. Money will come from various sources. Some will receive remuneration for an old project, some will receive an unexpected offer, and some will receive an inheritance or debt repayment. The main thing is not to scatter your income. Everything that is invested in stable things, real estate, education, development, will bring even greater rewards in the future. Sylvia Brown wrote that, "For Cancer, luck is not a coincidence, but the ability to preserve what the universe gives." And this rule will be the key to summer. July, their month of power, will turn Cancers into magnets for success. The energy of this period will be like a storm, but not a destructive one, a renewing one. At this time, they can achieve what they have long dreamed of, but were afraid to even think about. For example, quit an exhausting job and start their own business. Or, conversely, receive an offer that will open the door to a completely different world. Love stories this month will be passionate but not chaotic. Fate will bring together those who are ready for a deep connection. August will be a month of endurance tests. Cancer, who has already tasted success, will feel tempted to stop. But this cannot be done. In the second half of the month, a new channel of influence will open up. People will begin to see him as a leader. His opinion will carry weight. His advice will carry power. Therefore, it is important to say only what he truly believes. Every word in August can turn into an event. September will remind you of balance. This is a time of stabilization, when you need to rethink your expenses, goals, and relationships. Some may feel the desire to be alone, and that is okay. In the silence, Cancer will find answers that months of activity did not provide. For creative people, this period will be an explosion of inspiration. Ideas will be born that will bring recognition. For those in business, it is a time of optimization, getting rid of the unnecessary, strengthening the team, and reviewing strategy. October will bring an event that will be a turning point. An offer may appear that will exceed all expectations, or a meeting with a person who will become a partner in business or love. This month is full of magnetism. Cancer will attract exactly what they have long dreamed of. Success will seem easy, but it will be backed by years of invisible work. This is the moment when the universe says, "Thank you." November will heighten your senses. Your energy will become deeper, and your intuition will become prophetic. Cancers may be drawn to unusual fields: psychology, philosophy, esotericism. This is not an escape from reality, but an attempt to understand it more deeply. At this time, revelations, dreams, and symbolic signs may come, and if they learn to read them, they will receive clues that will lead to even greater growth. December will end the year triumphantly. All efforts will turn into results, concrete, tangible, and well-deserved. For some, it will be financial success. For others, stability in the family, and for others, inner peace. But one thing is common: they will enter the new year stronger than ever. They will understand that fate never took away their opportunities. It just waited for them to mature enough to accept them. Sylvia Brown called Cancers the shores of humanity, those who keep the world from falling apart. And in 2026, they will truly become a support for themselves, for their loved ones, for the world around them. They will no longer seek security in the external. They themselves will become that security. Their kindness will cease to be a weakness,
and will turn into a strength that brings money, confidence, and love. As the year comes to an end, Cancer will look back and see a path paved with evidence of their own power. Their story in 2026 is the story of a person who no longer runs away from emotions, but controls them. A person who turns sensitivity into a gift and fear into a compass. And this is what will make them one of the luckiest signs of the year. Not because fate has given them something, but because they have finally allowed themselves to take what has always belonged to them.
Leo. In Leo's life, 2026 will begin not with silence, but with the resounding echo of the universe, as if saying, "Your time has come." And this call cannot be ignored. From the first days of January, Leo will feel that his life is entering a phase of momentous events, ones where he can no longer be an observer, but only the main character. The energy of the year, described by Sylvia Brown in her prophetic manuscripts, will be like a flame, hot, explosive, but life-giving. It is through this energy that a leader is born, and it is this energy that fuels the success that Leo will achieve in 2026. In January, events will begin to accelerate. Old doors will close, but new, bigger ones will immediately open before them. Fate will cut away the excess, people, affairs, habits that held them back. Instead, clear signals will appear, with whom and where to move forward. This is a month of great energy transformation. Leo will be cleansed of doubts, renew their ambitions, and set themselves a new goal, more ambitious than ever before. Right now, it is important not to hold back your desires. This month's dreams will begin to materialize as early as spring. February will bring the first sense of recognition. Those around Leo will begin to notice them, even if they did not seek attention. Chance encounters will lead to lucrative offers, public appearances to new contacts, and bold ideas to real investments. It is important for Leos to accept invitations. Even if they seem insignificant, they will have a fateful effect. This month is designed to declare yourself to the world without excessive modesty. March will be a month of testing your strength of character. The universe will ask you, are you ready to manage the benefits you will receive? Leo may face trials, conflicts, unexpected decisions by colleagues or loved ones. But every conflict during this period is not about destruction, but about establishing authority. The ability to act with dignity in stressful circumstances will create a new wave of respect. And at this very moment, fate will give you a sign, an opportunity that will open a long-term path to success. April is one of the most vibrant months of the year. Everything that Leo starts during this period will gain momentum. Projects that seemed hopeless will begin to bear fruit. Allies will appear who are ready to provide financial or informational support. Now is the time to sign contracts, expand your business, and negotiate partnerships. The money that comes in April is not just profit, but a symbol of future wealth. May will enter Leo's life as a month of great inspiration. The inner fire that has been smoldering for a long time will flare up with new strength. They will begin to see opportunities around them, not problems. Ideas will fly like sparks, and every action will yield results. This period is ideal for creativity, public projects, and presentations. If Leos are involved in art, journalism, business, or leadership, it is in May that they will make a breakthrough that will be remembered for a long time. June will be the peak of luck. The financial flow that opened up in the spring will turn into a river. Money, contracts, opportunities, everything will come at once. This is the moment when you should not be afraid of scale. If Leos are planning a purchase, investment, or a big deal, June is the perfect time. In relationships, there will be stability and passion.
For those who are single, this month may bring someone who will not only compliment you, but also inspire you to build an empire. July is a month of strength. During this period, fate will create situations that require decisiveness. Some Leos will be faced with a choice: stay in their comfort zone or take a step into the unknown. And this choice will be decisive for the coming years. Those who take the plunge will discover a new level of life, one that is freer, more influential, and more prosperous. At the same time, July will bring a spiritual breakthrough. They will begin to better understand themselves, their true desires, and their motives. August is a month of triumph. Everything that Leos have done before will now bear fruit. Recognition, awards, successful deals, all this will be within reach. But the main thing is not external but internal. They will feel that they are finally living to their full potential without compromise or fear. In August, it is important not to get carried away, because right now other signs will be looking at them, inspired by their example. This month is a symbol of rain, but a wise one, without arrogance. September may bring a brief decline in energy. After an intense summer, there will be a desire to be alone. This is not a weakness. It is a necessary reboot. Leos should allow themselves a few weeks of quiet, travel, relaxation by the water, a change of scenery. It is in September that they will realize that the main victory is not in money, but in the ability to be in harmony with oneself. This is a moment of renewal that will give strength for the final sprint of the year. October will bring an unexpected offer. It could be a new position, partnership, or project that seems too bold. But behind it lies a great opportunity. Fate will push Leo upward, and if they accept the challenge, they will get what they have been dreaming of. This month is a test of self-confidence. Those who can say yes, even in the face of the unknown, will begin a new cycle of life full of financial and personal victories. November is a month of concentration. Leo has been acting like a storm all year, but now it's time to structure the results. This is the perfect time for planning, reinvesting, and creating reserves. Finances are stable, health is strong, and confidence is at its peak. At this time, they must take care of the future. Create something that will work even without their presence. It's time to start acting strategically, not only achieving, but also transferring knowledge, delegating, and teaching others. December will symbolize the completion of a cycle. Leo will enter the last month of the year with a sense of deep gratitude. Everything they have created now works for them. They are surrounded by people who believe in them, stable income, and harmonious relationships. But most importantly, they have peace of mind. The same peace that comes only when you no longer prove yourself, but simply are yourself. 2026 will turn Leo into a living example of strength, dignity, and success. His path will be like a flame that has passed through a storm and become light. He no longer seeks the stage, he has become it. And while others only dream of change, Leo is already making it happen. His ambitions, which once seemed excessive, will now prove that there are no limits. Sylvia Brown wrote in her notes, "Leo was born to remind people that confidence is not pride, but faith in one's calling." And this year will be the embodiment of this very truth. 2026 will transform Leo not only into a successful person, but also an inspired one. Everything he touches will take shape, shine, and make sense. And as he steps into the new year, the world will light up again from his inner fire, which can no longer be extinguished. Virgo, no one will feel such a profound transformation in 2026 as Virgo. For them, this year will begin without fanfare. but with an invisible push that will change everything: their direction of thought, their circle of communication, and their way of earning a living. If previous years required patience, 2026 requires the courage to act. Virgos, accustomed to plans and control, will suddenly find themselves in an energy where everything happens faster than they expect. Sylvia Brown wrote, "Virgo is a sign that receives the greatest rewards when it stops being afraid of its own light." And this year will be the moment when they learn not to hide from success. January will open the door to a new phase of life. Already in the first days, Virgos will feel that everything around them is changing: colleagues, acquaintances, habits. Fate seems to be rearranging the pieces on the chessboard, preparing the ground for a big game. Virgos should not resist these changes, but observe them. Every event will contain a clue. During this period, an unexpected opportunity may arise: a new job, a move, or an acquaintance that will open the way to profit. What seems like a trifle in January will turn into a decisive turning point by the end of the year. February will pick up the pace. This is a month when you will have to make quick decisions. Several offers will appear at once, and the whole year will depend on your choice. You cannot hide behind your usual caution. Now only those who dare will win. Financially, this period will bring the first results: debt repayment, bonuses, and income growth. At the same time, Virgos will feel a surge of confidence. Their intellectual energy will once again become a weapon. March will bring the first serious discovery. This month, Virgos will receive a sign, confirmation that they are on the right track. There may be a fateful meeting with a person who will become a mentor or partner. For some, it will be an opportunity to realize a long-awaited idea. Everything that begins in March will have an avalanche effect. A small step will lead to a big breakthrough. But it is important not to doubt yourself at this time. Even a slight hesitation can stop the process. April is a month of great power. The energy of this period is like an electric discharge: quick decisions, fateful calls, unexpected meetings. Virgos need to be ready to act without preparation. It is in this month that a powerful financial flow opens up. Some will get a promotion, some will start their own business, and some will invest money in a project that will explode with success in the fall. Sylvia Brown noted, "In a year of change, Virgos don't wait for the moment, they create it." April is all about that. May will bring an inner awakening. After several months of activity, a moment of deep realization will come. Virgos will feel that they have finally outgrown their past selves. This is a period when they become wiser, stronger, and sane.
Karma. There may be a desire to change their environment or lifestyle. May is a good time to start new relationships, make long-term agreements, and develop projects that have a social impact. This month is filled with karmic support. Everything that is done sincerely brings 100-fold return. June is a point of growth. At this time, many Virgos will come out of the shadows. Their talents will be noticed. This is a period when the word accidentally will disappear. Every meeting, every project, every letter will have meaning. In the professional sphere, a breakthrough, a new position, your own team, or an investor may appear. The main thing is not to doubt your own competence. Virgos tend to underestimate their achievements, but this year, that is unacceptable. Self-confidence will open doors that previously seemed closed. July is a month of internal upheaval. After your first successes, you may be tempted to rest, but right now, it is important to act even more actively. The energy of July is powerful and explosive. Those who use it will experience rapid growth. Financial opportunities will multiply. For many Virgos, this is a period of big purchases, deals, and signing contracts.
but you should avoid excessive emotionality. In moments of euphoria, you can take a rash step. August will bring a sense of control. After a chaotic first half of the year, Virgos will feel like they have the world in their hands. This is a time for systematization, putting your finances in order, organizing your plans, and preparing for a new stage. But at the same time, this month will bring a surprise, an event that cannot be predicted. It could be an opportunity that exceeds all expectations. Fate will test whether Virgos are ready to accept more than they planned. And if so, a new cycle of success will begin. September will be epic. This is the time when all efforts will begin to bear fruit. Careers will take off, finances will stabilize, and relationships will deepen. For many Virgos, this month will prove that their self-belief was not in vain. Their ideas will find support among influential people. Those involved in business will see their first big profits. Creative types will experience a wave of inspiration. September is the moment when the world begins to reciprocate. October may surprise you with a sharp turn. You need to be attentive. Fate will create a situation that at first glance will seem like a loss, but in fact will be the beginning of new growth. There may be conflict at work or a break in cooperation, but it will open up new opportunities. This is a month of character testing. A strong Virgo will emerge victorious and start a new chapter. November will reveal the depth of their intuition. At this time, Virgos will begin to see ahead, to sense where to go, who to work with, and what to invest in. They will begin to act not through logic, but through clear inner knowledge. This period is magical. Any decision made with the heart will turn out to be the right one. In finances, there will be stability and even abundance. Virgos will be able to invest, accumulate, and build capital. December will end the year with a triumphant explosion. This is the moment when all efforts are converted into a feeling of deep fulfillment. Virgos will realize that they no longer have to fight, they have already won. For some, it will be the purchase of a dream. For others, starting a family, and for others, the realization of their own strength. But the common feeling will be, I am where I belong. 2026 will make Virgos one of the most successful signs. Their precision, patience, and inner wisdom will finally be recognized. They will learn not only to work, but also to trust. And this is what will allow fate to open the door to a different life for them. There will be no chaos, doubts, or wanderings in it. There will be clarity, stability, and well-deserved prosperity. Sylvia Brown predicted that in the year of the Great Transition, Virgos would become an example of how reason and intuition can work together. And it's true. In 2026, they will not only be successful, they will become architects of harmony. Their minds will become their compass, and their hearts will become their engine. And in this harmony, a strength will be born that will make them unbreakable. Libra. In the lives of Libras, 2026 will unfold unexpectedly, like a long-awaited dawn after a dark night. But it will not be a sudden awakening, but a gradual, profound realization. The world around them is changing, and they are changing with it. Their story this year is a journey from hesitation to absolute clarity, from fear of loss to the feeling that there is nothing left to lose. Sylvia Brown predicted that Libras would become a symbol of restored harmony in times of chaos. And 2026 will confirm her words. In January, Libras will find themselves on the verge of decisions that will determine the entire year. Perhaps someone will offer them a new position, partnership, or project. At first, they will not know what to choose. Doubts will become a familiar backdrop. But it is through these hesitations that a new strength will be born. The understanding that it is no longer possible to live half-heartedly. From this moment on, a period of determination will begin. In the first weeks of the year, fate will give several signs: a meeting, a random phrase, a dream. And these will become guidelines for future steps. February will be the first step towards real renewal. At this time, Libras will begin to act, not for approval, but out of an inner need. Some will start their own business, some will change jobs, and some will finally complete a project that they have been putting off for a long time. The main rule this month is not to wait for the perfect moment. Everything that begins in February will receive powerful support from the universe. Financially, the month will be stable, but the main benefit will not be in money, but in freedom of choice. March will bring both drama and inspiration. It is a month of awakening of the heart. For some, it will be through love that will come unexpectedly. For others, it will be through an event that will force them to see life in a new way. The energy of March will push you to live authentically without compromise. If Libras allow themselves to act emotionally and not just logically, they will achieve results that exceed all expectations. Sylvia Brown wrote, "When Libras listen to their hearts, fate itself guides them." And that will be exactly the case. April will open a new phase, a time of recognition. All the efforts of the previous months will begin to bear fruit. They will feel that they are finally becoming visible. Colleagues, friends, even competitors will begin to see in them a force that cannot be ignored. For many, this will be a period of career breakthrough, an opportunity to head a department, get a promotion, or create something of their own. Money will come naturally as a result of confidence. In May, a moment of deep realization will come. Libras will understand that their inner harmony has become the main currency of the year. Now, they are not chasing recognition. It comes on its own. During this period, it is important to maintain balance. Do not get too carried away with material things, because the main discovery is still ahead. This month will bring an event that at first glance will seem insignificant, but will change everything. It could be a meeting with an inspiring person or an idea that will open up a new direction. June is the month of financial breakthrough. Libras will find themselves in a whirlwind of events where money, contracts, and deals will appear out of thin air. Everything they undertake will be successful. The main thing is not to doubt. This month will be especially generous for those who work with people: psychologists, designers, diplomats, marketers, teachers. Their words, actions, and advice will bring profit. But Sylvia Brown warned, when wealth comes to Libras, they should leave room for gratitude. If they forget this, their success may be short-lived. July will give Libras a second wind. They will feel that they are ready for bigger things. For some, this will mean expanding their business. For others, moving or collaborating with foreign partners. For singles, a chance to meet someone who will become not just a lover, but a true ally in life. This month is charged with the magic of synchronicity. Events will coincide perfectly, as if the script were written by the heavens. August will be the culmination of summer, a moment when fate will test Libras' loyalty to themselves. There will be a temptation to do something that goes against their principles for the sake of profit. But this should not be done. Those who remain honest will receive a reward that exceeds any short-term gain. In August, it is important not to compromise your soul. This is a month of spiritual cleansing, and it will determine who will be the real winner by the end of the year. September will bring new stability. At this time, finances will grow, but the main thing is peace of mind. Libras will learn to manage their time, energy, and relationships. Their home will become a place of strength. Large purchases, property registration, or long-awaited changes in housing are possible. Everything they invest in September will bring long-term results. This is a month of rooting, when you can finally say, "I'm home." October will be a month of rising energy. They will feel inspired to act again. The ideas that emerge this month will become the foundation for next year. For many, this is a period of big decisions, opening up new directions, obtaining funding, expanding connections. If Libras feel the desire to start something that seems too difficult, now is the time. The energy of October will support the most daring projects. November is a month of inner peace. After a stressful year, fate gives them a chance to catch their breath. Libras will feel deep gratitude for everything they have. Their environment will be renewed, sincerity will reign in relationships, and order will reign in finances. This is the time when they will understand that success is not just numbers, but a state of mind. During this period, they can help others, and this will bring even more blessings. December will end the year grandly. Libras will stand at the peak of their achievements, financial, emotional, and spiritual. They will no longer doubt themselves. People around them will see them as an authority, someone who knows what they want, but acts with dignity. This month will symbolize the end of an old cycle and the birth of a new one, where they are no longer just seeking balance, but are balance itself. 2026 will make Libras magnets of harmony and success. They will develop a rare ability to turn even chaos into order. They will learn to distinguish between where it is worth fighting and where it is better to just let events unfold. Their diplomacy will become a weapon, and their intuition a compass. And at the end of the year, they will understand that the strongest power is power over oneself. Sylvia Brown said, "Libra is the only sign that knows how to be happy without defeating anyone." And in 2026, this will manifest itself in all its glory. They will not chase fame. It will come to them. They will not seek wealth. It will find them. Because all year long, the universe has been testing them to make sure they are ready to receive everything they were once afraid to ask for. And this time, without hesitation, without compromise, without fear.
Scorpio. While for others, the year begins as usual, for Scorpios it starts like an earthquake, with a breath of invisible force that turns their reality upside down. 2026 does not promise easy paths, but it promises the main thing: triumph. Sylvia Brown wrote that Scorpios go through darkness to shine brighter than the sun, and this year will be living proof of her words. What will happen to them cannot be explained by logic. Everything will look like a series of coincidences, but in reality, it will be a scenario carefully planned by the universe. January will open up a new level of awareness. Scorpios will feel that life is preparing them for a big leap, but first, it is taking away the old. At this time, there may be breaks with people, situations, and even habits that no longer match their energy. It is painful, but necessary. They will become lighter, cleaner, ready to accept something big. In January, it is important not to resist change, even if it seems that everything is falling apart. In reality, a reboot is taking place. February will bring the first signs of a future upswing. This month, amazing coincidences are possible. A call from someone you haven't seen in a long time, an offer that seems random, but changes your life. Financially, this will be a stable period, but the main value will be new opportunities. Scorpios will begin to feel that their energy is strong again, that they are capable of controlling events rather than drifting along with them. March will be a month of great transformation. At this time, fate will test them, not externally, but internally. There may be a temptation to retreat or stay in the familiar, but now is the time to act. Those who take a step forward will be rewarded. Those who are afraid
will lose momentum. This is a period when intuition will become a compass. Scorpios, who learn to listen to their inner voice, will open the way to financial stability and moral satisfaction. April is one of the most vibrant months of the year. The energy of this period is like an explosion. Old limitations disappear and Scorpios begin to act with new strength. They are able to convince anyone, their words become magnetic, their presence hypnotic. If they are in business, this month will bring the first big money. If they are creative, it will bring real recognition. April is the moment when the world sees who they really are. May will bring new challenges. After a bright start, it will be time to think about the direction. Several attractive options may appear, and each will seem right, but fate will require them to make only one choice. Scorpios must trust their hearts, even if it leads them down a frightening path, because victory lies behind fear. Financially, May is a month of stability, but not stagnation. Everything they invest now will return threefold in the fall. June is a period of discoveries. At this time, Scorpios will begin to see people's true colors. Some will show support,
Others will show envy, but instead of disappointment, they will feel strength. Now they know who they can trust. New horizons will open up in the professional sphere. This is a month when it is possible to make a breakthrough in your career or find an unexpected source of income. In relationships, it is a time of passion. For single Scorpios, June could be a month of fateful love. July is a time of triumph over oneself. Everything that seemed difficult will suddenly become easy. Scorpios will feel that life is subject to their will. This is a period when they will be able to rise to the top, in business, in creativity, in status. But Sylvia Brown warned, when Scorpios are at the top, the temptation to fall comes from within. Therefore, it is important not to let pride or haste destroy what has been created. August will bring stability. After a storm of emotions, a calm wave will come. Scorpios will finally feel that they can breathe freely. They will understand that victory is not in proving something to others, but in being true to themselves. This is a great time for travel, learning, and expanding contacts. The energy of August is conducive to accumulation, financial, emotional, and spiritual. September will start a new cycle. At this time, fate will once again put them at the center of events. There may be an offer that will change the future. It could be participation in a large-scale project, a new business, or an opportunity to move abroad. Everything that seems incredible is now real. The only thing to avoid is doubt. In September, every step Scorpio takes has the power of a spell. Spoken words materialize, desires come true. October will be a month of intrigue. Fate will test their attentiveness. There may be hidden games around them, rivals, jealousy, attempts to frame them. But Scorpio is so strong at this time that no one can harm them. They see through everything and sense things in advance. In finance, it is a time of growth. This is a month when it is worth investing in big things, land, business, innovation. They will bring not only profit, but also influence. November is a period of internal transformation. Scorpio will undergo a spiritual renewal. What once hurt will lose its power. He will understand that true power is peace. This month, fate will reward him with wisdom. Those who previously criticized him will begin to respect him. Those who doubted will want to be close. And that's when Scorpio will realize that they didn't just survive, they were reborn. December will end the year with a bang. During this period, they will reap the rewards of their courage. Money, status, recognition, influence, all of this will become a reality. But the main victory is in the feeling of freedom.
They will no longer be afraid of loss, because they will understand that you cannot lose anything if you are in control of yourself. They will become calm, profound, and confident, and the world will respond in kind, opening up new horizons for them. 2026 will make Scorpios legends. They will weather the storm and emerge from it renewed, stronger, and deeper. They will no longer be those who wait for change. They will become the change themselves. And when others are just beginning to understand how to live, Scorpios will already be where fate rewards the most daring, at the top, where silence is like triumph and calm is like power. Sylvia Brown predicted, "Scorpio is the only sign capable of rising stronger than it was." And 2026 will prove it. Everything that once seemed impossible will become commonplace, and everything that once hurt will become their pride. Because it is through the depth of their trials that they will learn to fly, not to escape, but to see the world from the height of their own rebirth.
Sagittarius. Sagittarians will enter 2026 not as travelers seeking a path, but as visionaries creating it themselves. For them, this year is not a continuation of the previous one, but a complete reboot, as if the universe has decided to give them a new destiny. Everything that was once vague will suddenly become crystal clear. Sylvia Brown noted, "When Sagittarius begins to see the signs, his arrow hits the heart of success." And this prediction will come true this year. January will bring them a feeling of inspiration, similar to flying. It will not be a chaotic desire for change. It will be a confident knowledge that the time to act has come. Sagittarians will feel a strange power within themselves. There is no longer any need to wait for permission or support. They themselves become the engine that drives everything around them. During this period, they may unexpectedly receive an offer that cannot be called accidental. Their intuition will work with mathematical precision, and the first risk of the year will become the foundation for future success. February will create the first intrigue. Everything will seem strange. Events will overlap. Meetings will repeat themselves. People who have not been seen for a long time will return as if from the past. But this is not chaos. It is a new order. Sagittarians will understand that the universe is trying to bring them together with the right people at the right time. The month will require openness, because it is during this period that you can meet a partner, mentor, or investor who will change everything. Money will start coming in from new sources, but at the same time, old debts or promises will make themselves known. The universe is balancing the scales. March will bring a moment of insight. Sagittarians will realize that they do not need external guidance. Those who have been searching for answers will suddenly find them within themselves. This month may begin calmly, but it will end with a breakthrough. For some, it will be a promotion. For others, a new project or a grand idea that will come out of nowhere. March is the moment when dreams become concrete. If they have visualized their goal, it will begin to manifest itself in physical reality right now. April will be a month of fighting for self-confidence. There may be noise around them, other people's opinions, skepticism, doubts, but that is when Sagittarius will have a chance to show who they are. At this time, it is important to act calmly but persistently. If they work in the creative field, they will attract attention. If in business, deals made in April will bring profits that will grow with each passing month. For many representatives of this sign, this is a period when they will step out of the shadows and finally make themselves heard. May will be remembered for events that will be impossible to forget. This is the month when fate will test their readiness to accept great blessings. Everything that once seemed unattainable will suddenly be within reach. At this time, there can be no doubt. Any refusal, any fear can block the flow of good luck. May
is a door that opens only once. Financially, it is an extremely generous month, but at the same time, it is full of significant events in relationships. A fateful encounter is possible, which will later develop into a deep union. June will be a period of movement. Sagittarians will literally feel the ground burning under their feet, urging them to act. This is a month when it is important not to stop. Even if it seems that you have no strength left, you must keep moving, because right now, fate is opening the way to a new level of life. During this period, travel, relocation, and major changes are possible. Many representatives of this sign will have the chance to expand their influence, not only in their profession, but also in society. July is the explosive culmination of summer. The energy of this month will create conditions for a complete turnaround in the financial sphere. What was once a dream will become a reality. But this is not the time to relax. You need to strengthen your position. Fate will test your ability to maintain success. Those who maintain discipline will not only increase their profits, but also gain new opportunities to expand their business or influence. August will be strange and magical at the same time. It is a month of deep inner work. Sagittarians will suddenly feel that external victories no longer bring them satisfaction. They will begin to search for meaning in their affairs, in their relationships, in themselves. And it is this search that will lead them to the most valuable thing, harmony. During this period, fate may give a sign through dreams or symbols. Sylvia Brown wrote, "When a Sagittarius begins to have dreams, they are already touching the future." And in August, many of them will indeed feel a premonition of events that have not yet happened. September will open a new season of energy. At this time, Sagittarians will experience unexpected success in work, finances, or public recognition. Their ideas, which seem too bold, will suddenly receive support. Everything they start will be doomed to success. At the same time, they will feel the desire to help others, and the more generous they are during this period, the more they will get back. September is a time when the universe rewards kindness. October will bring a wave of inspiration. They will feel that they can do anything, and indeed, this month seems to have been created specifically for the realization of the most daring plans. If Sagittarians have long wanted to start something grand, now is the time. Money, resources, people, everything will come together at once. In relationships, harmony; in creativity, flow; in the inner world, confidence. This is one of the strongest months of the year, when their every step will be multiplied 100-fold. November will be a time
of profound re-evaluation. They will begin to understand that true success is not noise and fame, but stability and confidence in tomorrow. During this period, a new strategy may emerge, one that is long-term, intelligent, and mature. Sagittarians will begin to act not on impulse, but with calculation, and this will yield even more powerful results. The month is perfect for investments, learning, and concluding long-term agreements. December will end the year spectacularly. It will be a month of celebrating their own rise. Sagittarians will see how everything they started at the beginning of the year has borne fruit. In December, their lives will look completely different than in January. They will stand at the top, but without pride, with gratitude. Their path has not been easy, but each stage was necessary. And it is this awareness that will make the end of the year special, calm, bright, and strong. 2026 will be a year of boundless horizons for Sagittarians. They will stop asking themselves, will it work out? Now they will just do it, and everything their energy touches will flourish. Sylvia Brown called them arrows of destiny, and this year
those arrows will hit their mark. They will open new doors, climb to heights they were afraid to even imagine, and prove that luck is not a coincidence, but the natural state of those who live with faith, action, and a heart directed toward infinity. Capricorn. For Capricorns, 2026 will not begin quietly. It will explode like thunder in a clear sky. This is not just a new stage. It is a moment when the universe will turn off the old rules of the game and launch new ones written specifically for them. They will feel it in the first days of January, as if someone invisible turned the page and made them breathe deeper. Sylvia Brown once said, "When Capricorn begins to listen to its heart, the world bows to its will." This year will prove that even the most severe mind can become an unstoppable force. January will greet them with a sharp wind of events. Perhaps life will require Capricorns to take decisive action, to change direction, make an unexpected decision, or let go of what no longer makes sense. It will be like a test of adulthood, and they will pass it with flying colors. Capricorns will feel the ground reappearing under their feet and a calmness inside that comes only to those who know their worth. Financially, the month will give the first hints of big changes. New sources of income, acquaintances, promising projects. February will be a period of testing their faith in their own strength. It may seem that circumstances are against them, but this is only an illusion. Every delay, every long pause will be necessary for Capricorns to see the full picture. It is this month that the first doors to the future will open. If they don't rush and act wisely, they will get a chance that will exceed even their wildest expectations. February is the moment when fate tests their endurance before a big breakthrough. March will bring movement. The energy of the month will be like an avalanche coming down a mountain. It cannot be stopped. Everything that Capricorns have been putting off will now begin to materialize. Plans, ideas, dreams, everything will take shape. During this period, it is important to be prepared for major changes in work or business. A deal signed in March could be the most profitable in recent years. It is also a month when their reputation will reach a new level. They will begin to attract not just opportunities, but people who believe in them unconditionally. April will explode with inspiration. This is a period when even cold Capricorns will feel the fire of passion awakening in them for work, for life, for people. They will feel that now anything is possible. But this energy is double-edged. If not directed properly, it can turn into chaos. Therefore, it is important to concentrate your efforts. For some, April will be a month of new partnerships. For others, of love that will flare up unexpectedly. In terms of finances, there will be growth, but you need to be careful. Where there is easy money, there may be a trap. May will bring Capricorns a sense of balance. After the emotional explosion of the previous month, calm will come, allowing them to see how far they have come. This is a month of deep analysis. They will begin to realize that they have power over their lives and will stop fighting the wind. It is in May that fate will throw up an unexpected opportunity, an offer that will seem incredible but will turn out to be the beginning of a new path. June will be a month of inner rebirth. This is a time when old fears will dissolve. Everything that once held them back will no longer have power. Capricorns will feel a surge of energy and inspiration. This is a period when they will be able to turn even the most difficult situations to their advantage. For those involved in finance, politics, management, or strategic affairs, this month will be a springboard. Fate will test their vision. Are they ready to think big? And those who dare will get more than they expected. July will begin with an unexpected turn. Events may throw them off balance, but only at first glance. This is not chaos, but restructuring. Capricorns will realize that their lives are entering a new phase, deeper, more powerful, more authentic. People who previously did not appreciate their efforts will begin to return, and those who did not believe in them will now seek their support. Finances will stabilize, and self-confidence will become unshakable. In July, there will be an opportunity for a long-awaited purchase or investment that will provide stability for years to come. August is a period of strength. At this time, Capricorns will reach a state where nothing can shake their confidence. They will become the center of events. People will gravitate towards them and listen to them. This is a month when you need to act openly and boldly. Any project started in August is doomed to success. In relationships, there will be passion and depth. Fate may present a union that not only inspires, but transforms both partners. September will reveal another aspect of the year, the spiritual. After a period of activity, a time of silence will come. Capricorns will feel that they want to understand themselves more deeply. It will be important for them not just to achieve, but to know why it is necessary. During this period, significant events are possible. Dreams, encounters, discoveries that will change their attitude to life. September is a month of inner insight, when fear disappears and clarity comes. October will bring a new wave of opportunities. At this time, everything they have done before will begin to yield concrete results. Financial flows will intensify, and projects will gain momentum. Capricorns will feel that fate trusts them, but at the same time, there will be a need to help others. Those who share their experience will receive a double blessing. This is a month when wisdom becomes more valuable than money. November will be full of contrasts. In one part of life, there will be wild success. In another, the need for change. But everything will work out perfectly if you don't resist. At this time, fate may unexpectedly test your patience. The main thing is not to panic. Capricorns will see how even the most difficult situations turn into benefits. In finances, there will be record profits. In relationships, there will be a profound rebirth. December will be the culmination of the year. Capricorns will stand at the top, not only financially but also spiritually. They will feel that all their efforts have been worthwhile. They no longer compete, prove themselves, or fight. They simply exist in harmony with their own greatness. This is a month of peace, understanding, and gratitude. Now they know that no challenge was accidental. Every moment was part of a grand plan. 2026 will transform Capricorns into a symbol of unshakable strength. They will weather the storms, but they will emerge with a crown on their heads. Their story this year is one of rebirth, of a person who has finally accepted their destiny. Sylvia Brown said, "Capricorns are born for the heights, but first they must understand that they themselves are the mountain." And in 2026, they will realize this fully. Their resilience will become legendary, their confidence an example, and their fate proof that the impossible only exists until Capricorn decides to act. Aquarius. For Aquarians, 2026 will begin quietly, almost imperceptibly. No loud signals, no stormy events, just a strange feeling that something is brewing. They will wake up in January with an inner premonition, as if an invisible force is standing behind their shoulder and whispering, "Change is on the way." But no one, not even they themselves, will guess how grandiose these changes will be. Sylvia Brown called this sign the heavenly architects of destiny, and this year they will begin to build not just a new reality, but a whole new world around themselves. January will be a month of awakening. Destiny will open a mirror for Aquarians, in which they will see not only themselves, but also their own future. It will be a time of clarity when old fears lose their power. They will feel the call to action, not frantic, but confident and precise. The first days of the year will bring new ideas that will seem crazy at first, but they will become the foundation for success. At this time, you need to write down everything, even the most fantastic thoughts. Spring will show that they are prophetic. February will activate the energy of movement. Aquarians will start to act faster than usual, and that's right. All the delays of the past year will begin to be compensated for by rapid progress. If they have long wanted to start a new business, now is the time. During this period, everything related to technology, education, media, and innovation will take on special significance. Their projects will find support, and people who previously doubted their ideas will now see their potential. Financially, February is stable, but busy with preparations for large-scale achievements. March will bring an unexpected wave of inspiration. This is the month when Aquarians will begin to feel their strength, not only with their minds but also with their hearts. They will begin to notice coincidences, signs, and symbols. The universe will speak to them through small things, a song, a phrase, a chance encounter. During this period, it is important to trust your intuition, even if it contradicts logic. It is intuition that will lead them to an important decision that will open up a new financial flow. For some representatives of the sign, March will be the beginning of a life-changing collaboration or partnership. April will give them their first taste of a big victory. Events will unfold quickly, but in the right direction. Aquarians will feel that they are in control of the situation. If they had debts, this month will bring an opportunity to pay them off. If they put their energy into a project, the results will finally come. In April, fate rewards those who have acted honestly and consistently. This is a time when their every step counts, so it is important not to stop, because right now, the universe is listening to their every desire. May is a month of decisions. They are on the verge of a choice, to continue on the path of comfort or to take a step into the unknown. And it is the second option that will bring real luck. There may be a chance to change jobs, place of residence, or even country. Everything they do this month with faith in themselves will yield amazing results. In finances, there will be growth, but with it will come a test. Are they ready not only to receive success, but also to maintain it? June will be a turning point. This is a period when old restrictions will fall away. Things that have long been unsuccessful will suddenly work out on the first try. Aquarians will begin to feel free from the past. This is a month of new deals, launches, and financial breakthroughs. In the middle of the month, a fateful meeting is possible, a person who will become an ally or spiritual guide. This period will also activate interest in science, philosophy, creativity. Everything that broadens horizons now works for them. July will bring a dramatic turn. It may seem that the situation is getting out of control, but this chaos is part of a larger plan. Aquarians must trust the process. Everything that is being destroyed must disappear to make room for the new. It will be a month of deep cleansing, both emotional and material. It is important to get rid of everything unnecessary, old obligations, ungrateful relationships, unnecessary things. And then, in August, they will see the result, a lightness they haven't felt in years. August will blossom with new energy. This is the month when Aquarians will literally shine. Successes will come one after another. Financial victories, harmonious relationships, inspiration in business. People will start to gravitate toward them because their energy will become magnetic. If they have been dreaming of their own business or project, August is the perfect time to start. Any action taken this month will bring quick results, but they need to be careful with their words. What is said at this time comes true with amazing accuracy. September will be a month when fate offers scale. If they used to think locally, now they will see that they can do more. This is a time of expansion, new markets, new partners, new horizons. Aquarians will finally understand that they do not have to limit themselves. During this period, an event may occur that will change their status or social position. Money will come easily, but they should not forget about responsibility. Now, they are not just working for themselves, they are becoming an example for others. October will bring a touch of intrigue. Everything will seem stable, but processes will be boiling beneath the surface. This is a time when you need to be especially attentive to details. There may be great opportunities in finance, but also temptations. Sylvia Brown warned, "When Aquarius stands on the threshold of wealth, fate tests their heart. If they remain honest, they will be rewarded. If they succumb to doubt, they will lose momentum." November will be a time of wisdom. After turbulent months, a period of deep realization will begin. Aquarians will understand that true success is not about speed, but quality. At this time, they will begin to make long-term plans and create systems that will work for them in the future. Large investments, signing contracts, or strengthening career status are possible. For creative types, this will be a period of inspiration and new ideas. December will end the year on a grand note. During this period, they will see that everything that seemed chaotic was actually the perfect strategy of fate. In December, a breakthrough is possible that will cement everything they have built throughout the year. It could be recognition, an award, a new status, or a large sum of money. But the main thing is a sense of calm. Aquarians are no longer searching for their path, they are walking it with confidence. 2026 will be a year of rebirth for Aquarians. They will go beyond old scenarios and create a new reality where their minds and inspiration will become a source of strength. Sylvia Brown said, "When Aquarius accepts their uniqueness, the universe opens all doors to them." And this year, they will prove that even the impossible can be achieved by those who are not afraid to think differently. Their path in 2026 is not just success, it is the manifestation of the power of thought becoming matter. Pisces. The year 2026 will not begin with loud promises for Pisces. It will enter their lives like a wave that grows imperceptibly and then engulfs everything old. It will not just be a new stage, it will be a rebirth in which the past will lose its meaning and the future will begin to breathe nearby. The feeling of change will appear in the first days of January, when the air will be filled with a premonition of something big that has not yet taken shape. Sylvia Brown wrote, "Pisces are those who sense a storm before the clouds appear, and in 2026, they will become the seers of a new era, people who see the path in the darkness. January will bring the first sign. It may be a trifle, a phrase, a meeting, a coincidence of events, but Pisces will sense something much deeper in it. It will seem to them that the world is trying to say something, and it will indeed do so. This month will be the first knock on the door behind which success awaits. You will need to feel the moment and not miss it. At work or in business, situations may arise that seem difficult at first, but they will open the way to financial growth. January teaches the main thing, to trust your intuition even when logic is silent. February will start the movement. Everything that seemed frozen will begin to come to life. During this period, fate will give you the opportunity to prove yourself. For some, it will be a career opportunity. For others, a creative breakthrough. And for others, a new union that will bring more than just love. Pisces will feel that the time has come to take off their masks and show their true selves. Those who are not afraid to act will receive amazing results, financial moral, and spiritual. February is the month when they will begin to reap the first fruits of their faith. March will be a point of awakening. At this time, the inner world of Pisces will seem to explode with new colors. They will begin to see signs where others see coincidence. The universe will open secret doors for them. The right people will appear at the right moment, and difficult questions will resolve themselves. During this period, it is important not to rush. Events are maturing like spring buds, and it is patience that will determine how they blossom. March is a time of great preparation for even greater achievements. April will be the first climax of the year. This month, Pisces will receive a clear, unambiguous sign from fate. It could be an unexpected promotion, a successful deal, a win, recognition, or an offer that is impossible to refuse. In April, the universe will confirm that you are on the right track, but with this will come trials. Sylvia Brown warned, "When Pisces approaches their dream, illusions also begin to tempt them." At this time, it is necessary to distinguish true opportunities from false ones. Not all that glitters is gold, but the real thing shines from within. May is a month of profound decisions. Pisces will find themselves at a crossroads. One path is to stay in their comfort zone, the other is to step into the unknown. And it is this risk that will be their ticket to a new life. In May, fate will push them toward change, moving, changing jobs, starting their own business, or breaking old ties. It will not be easy, but it is necessary. After all, a period lies ahead when courage will be generously rewarded. June will reveal the inner strength of Pisces. This is the month when they will realize that they are no longer dependent on external circumstances. They are creators, not observers. During this period, their words, thoughts, and even emotions will begin to influence reality. All they have to do is wish for something, and it will happen. But power requires caution. If they use it with pure intentions, they will achieve unprecedented success. If they allow fear or doubt to control them, they will experience a brief eclipse. June is a test of awareness. July is a month of triumph. Everything they have invested before, time, energy, patience, will begin to bear fruit. This is a month of financial growth when profits will grow faster than expected. But at the same time, it is a month of great responsibility. They will not only have to accept success, but also maintain it. In relationships, deep emotions, in creativity, a breakthrough, in business, stability. They no longer dream, they live their dream. August will make life dynamic. Events will unfold rapidly but harmoniously. Pisces will feel in the flow, where every day brings new opportunities. During this period, it is important not to lose your way. After all, speed can create the illusion of chaos. But chaos is their element. Pisces will see that magic is hidden in instability. This is a great month for new projects, travel, and publicity. If they show themselves to the world now, they will receive the recognition they have long deserved. September will be a month of purification. After the fast pace of summer, fate will force them to pause. This is not a slowdown. It is a deep breath before a new takeoff. This is a good time to close old cases, settle financial issues, and finish what you started. There may be short periods of emotional fatigue, but they are necessary to realize the scale of what has been accomplished. September is a calm before a new wave of success. October will open an even more powerful phase. Pisces will begin to see not only their goals, but also their influence. They will realize that they can change not only themselves, but also their environment. People will begin to turn to them for advice, help, and support. And every kind word they say will come back to them in the form of gifts from fate. In finances, there will be a breakthrough, a possible deal, inheritance, or profitable partnership. This month is like a burst of light after a long night. November will bring an unexpected discovery. Something may happen that will change their perception of their own mission. For some, it will be a spiritual experience. For others, a real event that will open new doors. They will understand that everything they went through was necessary to reach this moment. November is a month of realization, when fate shows that no loss was in vain, no pain was accidental. December is the final chord of the year. Pisces will take stock, but without regret. They will look back on their journey with pride. Their intuition, patience, and faith have brought them to a place where dreams no longer seem distant. Financially, this is the most profitable period. Many will receive recognition, rewards, or opportunities that will mark the beginning of a new era. In December, Pisces will finally understand that they do not need to fight for a place under the sun. They are the sun that shines on others. The year 2026 will make Pisces a symbol of rebirth. They will go through doubts, shadows, and fears to understand the main thing. Strength is not in resistance, but in acceptance. They will learn to trust the universe and see that it always works in their favor. Sylvia Brown predicted, "In a year of great change, Pisces will become the leaders of the new world, quiet but unyielding." And this prediction will come true. They will no longer ask when their time will come. It has come, and now nothing can stop their flow.